Hi CurioKits! So for our next activity, we're going to be doing a 3D modeling activity that will help us confirm a formula known as Euler's formula for polyhedrons. And for this activity, you'll need the wooden dowels that were provided in the kit along with our little modeling clay that comes in these little plastic jars. So what we're first going to do is separate the dowels into a group of 6 and a group of 12. And we're going to be using the 6 for one shape known as a tetrahedron, and we're going to be using the 12 for our cube. So the first thing we want to do is take out our modeling clay, and we're going to be using this clay to connect the wooden dowels to each other so that we can form our shapes. So for our tetrahedron, we're going to need 4 little balls of clay because a tetrahedron has 4 vertices and 6 triangular faces. So just make little balls as so, and make sure they're large enough to connect the dowels to each other. Now what we're going to do is connect our little dowels to each other using the clay. So like so, and then continue doing that until you make a little triangular base for our tetrahedron. And if you're curious what a tetrahedron looks like, it should be on the brochure, so take a look at that. It's basically a shape where every face is a triangle. So this will be our base. We can click on that. And then to make this 3D, we're just gonna stack these 3 dowels on top and connect them together as so. Okay. So now what we've made is a 3D model of a tetrahedron, and since every side length is the same, this is a regular polyhedron, which means that by definition, Euler's formula should satisfy for this. And we'll have you guys calculate that on your own to confirm that this is true. After we're done with the tetrahedron, we're going to move on to the cube. So as you know, a cube has 8 vertices. So we're going to need 8 balls of clay. Now that we have our 8 balls of clay, we're gonna first make a square base with 4 dowels and 4 clay pieces. So connect it as so again, and then we're gonna keep doing that. So now we have a square base, and again we're gonna make this 3-dimensional by putting in the dowels that will point up, like so. And now we add other clay pieces on top of these so that we can complete all the squares. And be careful that they don't fall. Like so. And voila, you have your little cube. And what we would like you guys to do now is to count the number of faces, vertices, and edges for both of these 2 shapes, and then follow the formula on the brochure to see if you come up with the same number for the 2 of them. And that's it for this activity.